What's going on, my fellow robots? My name is Transformers Robotics. Welcome back to my channel. Now, today, in this video, what we talk about is who is the Executor Speaker Man in episode 77. So let's get started. So yes, I know I released this episode early, but I wanted to explain. But Boom finally released episode 78, and we got and Boom has been cooking up well, and we got a fine meal of what Mr. Boom has cooked us. So with all that bladder out of the way, let's get started. So basically, to give you all a quick recap, the Executor Speaker Man showed up in the latest episode 78, and and a lot of people believe that he was the Titan Speaker Man. However, Mr. Boom and Iron Cameraman confirmed that he is not Titan Speaker Man. Rather, he's actually a mini Titan known as Executor. Now, you might be asking, where's my proof of this? Well, if you go to Boom's Instagram or Twitter, or X, you can actually see that Mr. Boom posts this video, and you can see that the middle is Titan Speaker Man, while the one on the left or right in your POV is on the middle is actually the Executor. So yes, what you just saw, this Executor is not Titan Speaker Man, and if you look closely, he doesn't even look like Titan Speaker Man. For one, he doesn't have a core, or neither does he have the blasters or the speakers on his side. And by the way, also, if you look close at the Executor, you can actually see that he's not as big as the Titan Speaker Man. If you compare him to the building, you can actually see that he's quite smaller compared to some of the other buildings. So yes, that just confirms that he's actually smaller than the Titan Speaker Man. I say smaller because we saw in episode 57 that the Titan Speaker Man was quite big, was the same size as some of the buildings behind him. And this obviously takes place in Manhattan. So yes, as you just saw, the Executor is actually a lot smaller than Titan Speaker Man. And I know a lot of you might be disappointed that the Executor is not Titan Speaker Man, but do not fear. Boom will show us Titan Speaker Man in a short time, and obviously he'll be getting some good upgrades. Now, the reason why a lot of you believe this is Titan Speaker Man is because we saw Titan Speaker Man in season 25, but you have to remember, Titan Speaker Man is still damaged. During the fight with G-Man, Titan Speaker Man got massive damage. He lost one of his blasters, he lost one of the speakers on the side of his shoulders, and also at the end of the battle, when Titan TV Man and G-Man left, if you compare his damage to the Titan Cameraman, you can actually see that Titan Speaker Man is madly damaged because his head, his shoulders are damaged, and he lost both his foot, but he also lost a portion of his leg. So yes, Titan Speaker Man got massive damage. So yes, what you just heard, Titan Speaker Man is still in recovering. And obviously, this recovery will take some time. And of course, since the Alliance got Astro technology, this likely won't take a long. So as for what Titan Speaker Man will look like, I'm assuming he'll probably look like the Executor, but probably a bit more upgraded, and probably look more better. Because of course, this is Titan Speaker Man we're talking about. So yes, as we're currently waiting for Titan Speaker Man's return, but we still got the Executor. Now this video's far from over because we got a couple questions. For one, where did the Executor come from? Well, I believe the Executor was built after Titan Speaker Man's infection, which happened in episode 32, I meant. So yes, the Titan Speaker Man got infected in episode 32 and got uninfected in episode 57. And you have to remember there was a humongous time gap to episode 32 to episode 57. And obviously, this will take a lot. Obviously, the Titan Speaker Man was under the effects of the Skibbity Torch for quite some time. So yes, obviously at that point, and the Speaker Rays made their return in episode 59. And obviously they've been absent for a while now, because even though we saw a few Speaker Man here and there, we haven't seen the full squad. And obviously, after the Titan got uninfected, they instantly returned to the battlefield. Now, obviously, you're probably wondering, where have they been through all this? Well, I believe they've been working on Executor while the Titan Speaker Man was infected, because as we know, the Speaker Race have obviously suffered a massive loss, because the Titan Speaker Man was the best fighter they ever had, because even though they got Speaker Wolf and Dark Speaker Man, the Speaker Man still lost their most strongest fighter. Because obviously, Titan Speaker Man is a lot stronger than both of them combined. And obviously, the Titan Speaker Man is gigantic. So of course the Alliance would obviously have to get. Obviously, I'm assuming they've been working on Executor for a while now. But after the Titan Speaker Man was free, they instantly stopped the project because if you look at Executor, you can actually see that he doesn't have many upgrades compared to the Titan. Because if you look closely at his arms, they look more like the Astro Claws rather than actual speakers. And also, if you look at his weapon, you can see that his weapon is a massive scythe, which is unlike the Speaker Race, because they're more like a long-range kind of race, unlike the Cameraman and the Speaker Man, the TV Man, who are more of a close quarters combat fighting. Also, a massive sight is not like the Titan. Now, Monster Up actually did a similar thing, because after the Titan Speaker Man got infected with the zombie virus, the Speaker Race actually built a new Speaker Titan. That was Titan Sonar Man. Now, unfortunately, Titan Sonar Man is nothing like Titan Speaker Man. Titan Speaker Man was a gentle and very calm Titan, while Titan Sonar Man is more of a brute Titan. We see this in the Monster Up universe because it doesn't matter if you're another Titan or another member of the Alliance. As long as you're not a Speaker Man, he doesn't care. But yeah, getting back to the original series, we're not done just yet, because we have one more theory we have to make up. That is, what is the difference? Will the Alliance make another similar mini Titan to Titan? Well, my theory is that they will, because in episode 77, the Titan TV Man got infected. So obviously, the TV race will have to build a mini Titan and to help. Also, in episode 40, the Alliance had a massive loss when Titan Cameraman sacrificed himself for the Alliance. Or at the time, we thought he sacrificed himself because in episode 76, during his conversation with the Duchess, he reveals that the Titan Cameraman is still alive. So obviously, we're gonna have to wait for the Titan Cameraman's return. But at least we now know he's still alive. Now I'll be making a theory. Now in an upcoming video, I'll be explaining where I think the Camera Titan is. So please stay tuned for that. So yes, as you just heard, I have a theory that the camera and the TV race will build a similar thing. We'll have something similar to Executor Speaker Man, or I should say Titan Executor Speaker Man, because even though he's not as tall as Titan Speaker Man, he still technically is a mini Titan. Now before we go, there's actually one more thing I have to clarify. That is, will Executor help Titan Speaker Man and G-Man free Titan TV Man? Well, I have a theory, and I think he will, because even though Titan Speaker Man, because he seems like a leader of the Speaker race, so it seems like he'll try and help the Titan TV Man, because even though like I said earlier, the Speaker race did not evolve themselves after the Titan's infection, but now that now that there's an Executor mini Titan Speaker Man, there's obviously going to be someone has to lead over. Also, he says this one line. Also, listen to this one line he says in episode 76. So yes, as you just heard, he just basically said that all invaders will be destroyed. And since the Astro Core technically counts as an invader, I think that he'll probably help the Titan Speaker Man and G-Man help destroy that core. And that depends if Titan Cameraman returns or it's earlier on. Then I think he'll obviously help out too. Now before we go, we actually need to make one more theory video, and that is, will the Astros try and destroy the Executor or Speaker Man? Well, I think they will, because obviously